Hey there, pack hunters. Hope everyone is well. Apex is back on the hunt again, and I am back with the second and final winter Wemby hunt with Cooper Flag. I previously ripped a bunch of these 23, 24 Panini Revolution winter tins, and it was almost disastrous. I ended up getting a Blizzard Wemby rookie card, the only one out of 25 tins. And in effort to make these rips a little more interesting, I also ripped some 25, 26 Topps flagship packs to include some Cooper Flag rookies in this winter hunt. And out of 30 packs, I barely got a couple of Cooper cards. I think one was a base and the other one was a holofoil version of the 8-bit Ballers Cooper. So those were the only two out of the 30 packs. So altogether, I think this became a real hunt. Almost like going after some rare species or something. But in any case, I want to finish the other half of this rip. There's a ton of packs to get through, so let's see how many more Wemby and Flag rookies will show up. Let's go. So I finally got the packs out of the tins and the rest of the packs out of the boxes. I want to reiterate, this is 25 tins, 75 packs. Each pack has 5 cards in it, and versus 30 of the flagship Topps packs. Those are the display box packs, so they're just retail packs basically. So here we go with the first pack, and I want to iterate. Pretty low floor on these, so I don't fully recommend them. The reason why I bought so many is because I was really interested in getting the blaster boxes at the time, the Revolution blaster boxes, and unfortunately they didn't have any more, so I bought a lot of these to try to make up for them, but it's just not really the same thing. So here we go. Let's see. Let's go and get what we can get here. So I think that's Amari Bailey. This is rookie it. And there's our first Avalanche card, which is Terry Rozier. Then I think the rest of these aren't going to be anything major, really. So I have to try and see if I can fly through these packs. Michik rookie. And there's a Derek Whitehead Blizzard card. And the base is basically just the winter cards. Usually the last 3 cards in the packs are just winter cards. And we got an Amin Thompson. All right, one of the better rookies of this draft. So Paul George on the Avalanche. All-Star Thompson. There's a Blizzard of Kobe Brown, so that's also a Blizzard rookie. Wow. That's Jarris Walker rookie. That's a Markkanen on the Avalanche. Craig Porter. That's Trace Jackson on the Avalanche rookie. That's Grady Dick. Donovan Mitchell on the Avalanche. Trey DeMar. There's Luka. Monty Camara. Bryce Sensabaugh. That's an Avalanche rookie. That's actually Bryce was doing fairly well this season. It's Ant-Man. Check if I can look at these real quick. These do have corners that are not very sharp. The camera might not be able to pick that up, but that corner looks like it's a little bent. So I think some people who got these before had even worse cards, but these aren't good already. Nick Smith. That's a Julius Randle Avalanche. There's Michik. Embiid on the Avalanche. There's another Ant-Man. All right, got Amin Thompson again. Mikal Bridges on the Avalanche. Chris Murray. D'Angelo Russell Avalanche. And Olivia Maxis Prosper, Tyler Hero Avalanche. There's LeBron. And as I mentioned before, another thing about the design of these cards, some of the names printed here, they're in dark font, so it's kind of hard to see them. I have to flip the card sometimes to see it. Hunter Tyson. Hey, we got a Joker on the Blizzard. All right. It's Kawhi. That's Anthony Black, rookie. That is Vezenkov. It's also rookie, Avalanche. Tatum. Trace Jackson on the rookie. We got a Scoot, Avalanche. Oops. It's Cam Whitmore. Cade Cunningham on the Avalanche. Chet. Fell apart. Okay, that's an Andre Jackson on the rookie. Keldon Johnson. That's Blizzard, isn't it? That's Blizzard. No Wemby yet. I think he's been through about 6 or 7 tens. It's Anthony Black. Chris Paul on the Avalanche. Julius Booker. It's Jarris Walker, rookie. That is a G.G. Jackson, Avalanche, rookie as well. Craig Porter Jr., Desmond Bain, Avalanche. I get mixed up with some of these. There's another LeBron. That's Hunter Tyson. Rudy Gobert on the Avalanche. Kevin Durant. Anthony Black. That is a Vezenkov Avalanche rookie. That's G.G. Jackson. That's a Derek Lively Avalanche rookie. And Kobe Jones. That's a Buffkin Avalanche rookie. Garland. That's Maxwell Lewis. To make sure. Van Vliet on the Avalanche. That's a Taylor Hendricks and Scotty Barnes Avalanche. There's LeBron again. Pull lots of LeBron for my last rip of 25 of these. And even up until now, I don't believe I pulled a Steph Curry if this card is even in here. It's Almond Thompson again. There's a Jordan Walsh Avalanche rookie. Jamal, there's SGA. There's Ben Shepherd. And there's an Almond Thompson Blizzard. Yeah. Get plenty of Almond Thompsons. And here's Brandon Miller. But Wemby, wow. AD on the Avalanche. What I'm saying is, it's hard to find Wemby. There's Steph. That might be my first Steph out of so many tins already. Hard to say, is Steph even more rare than Wemby? That's wild. Kobe Buffkin. Duran on the Avalanche. Almond Thompson again. Chris Murray. That's on Avalanche rookie. Donovan. Is that Shepard? And Austin Reeves on the Avalanche. Shaden. Okay, it's Jordan Hawkins. There's a Keontae Johnson rookie Avalanche. That's Ryan Rupert rookie. Emmanuel Quickly on the Avalanche. Cat and Jalen Johnson's up there. That's Derek Lively. That's Tobias Harris on the Avalanche. That's Julian Phillips. That's Jalen Johnson on the Avalanche. Straighten out a little stack there. It's Jarris Walker, Cat on the Avalanche. Cade Cunningham there. Greg Porter. Bilal Koulibaly, Avalanche rookie. There's Giannis. Brady. Ivy on the Avalanche. That's Tamani Kamara. Jalen Green, Avalanche. Again. Nick Smith. Tamani Kamara, that is a rookie Avalanche. Giannis. We're probably about approximately halfway through these. And no Wemby yet. Sar Thompson. Tyrese Maxey Avalanche. That's Kawhi. Şengün. That's Amari Bailey. That's a Grady Dick Avalanche rookie. Jimsky rookie and Russell Westbrook Avalanche. It's Noah Clowney. Lillard Avalanche. Jalen Pickett. That's Keontae George on the Avalanche rookie. I don't think I got many of those either. Olivier Maxence Prosper. There's a Booker Avalanche. That Kamara. Oh, it's Chris Murray. There's Derek Lively, Avalanche rookie. Giannis. Moving on. It's that Nick Smith, Shady Sharp, Avalanche. Mellow. That's Michik, rookie. That's Julian Phillip, Avalanche, rookie. Zion. Let me get move these away so I can get to them easier. There we go. Once again, is that Nick Smith? Yes. Ben Shepherd, Blizzard rookie. Mark it in, and Giannis. Matherin. That's Michik again. Julian Phillips, Avalanche rookie. Caro. Amin Thompson again. Wow. There's Luka on the Avalanche. Murray, SGA. That's Tamani Kamara. Anunoby on the Avalanche. Cade. Ben Shepherd. DeRozan, Avalanche. That's Brandon Miller. Jarris Walker, Avalanche rookie. And look at that, another Steph. Wow. Kyrie. Looks like Steph and Kyrie might be sort of a pattern. Trace Jackson. Trae Young, Avalanche. We got here Jet Howard, Anthony Simons. That is a Blizzard Anthony Simons. That's flipped up. That's Durant. Coming down the stretch here with that, with the 10s, and no Wemby yet. That's Jalen Wilson. That's Noah Clowney on the Avalanche rookie. That is Keontae George. Jabari Smith, Avalanche. That Hunter Tyson. Jalen Williams, Avalanche. Kawhi. Şengün. Anthony Black. It's a Cole Anthony Blizzard. Harden. Tatum. G.G. Jackson. Grady Dick on the Avalanche rookie. Okay. Jason Wallace. It's John Collins, Avalanche. Kawhi. Şengün. Kobe Brown. Draymond Green. That's a Blizzard Draymond. So, from what it looks like, I guess Blizzard is the hardest level or insert to get. So, maybe Blizzard Wemby is the thing to get. Hood Schifino. Emoni Bates on the Avalanche rookie. And I can't remember if that last video if that was a Avalanche or Blizzard Wemby that I got. But still, one Wemby, you can't. Should at least be. Alright, that was Jalen Wilson. Giddy, Avalanche. You should at least get a couple of the winter Wembys. That's the base Wemby for these. Got plenty of Amin Thompson. Even got a couple of Keontae George here. There's Brandon Miller on the Blizzard. Nice one. Maxwell Lewis. That's Jaylen Brown. Looks like a Blizzard. All right. Coming to the end here. Wow, is this going to be like the other rip maybe? Leonard Miller. Scotty Barnes Avalanche. Sensible. That's Jalen Pickett on the Avalanche rookie. There's Cade. Chris Murray. Donovan Mitchell Avalanche. That's Giannis. Last couple of packs coming here on these 10s. No Wemby. It's Kobe Brown. Tyrese Halliburton Avalanche. That's Hood Schifino. Sabonis Avalanche. Garland. Brunson. Wow, last pack. And I don't think this pack is going to Wemby. Julian Phillips. Vezenkov on the Avalanche rookie. There's the rest. Wow, that is crazy. So, needless to say, if you don't already see it, too low of a ceiling on these things. If they're still available out there, I really don't recommend buying them. If you saw my last video, you probably already saw that. Anyway, starting with the tops, we got Noah Senge, Hugo Gonzalez, Cam Jones, a couple of rookies in a row there. Warriors team card. That is a holo foil of the Kings team card. Clutch City Prospects, Dylan Harper. His is always missing the city part. I don't know why. Let's see. I thought that was Trey Johnson. There's Ant-Man. And the Thunder. Tyrese Proctor. Danny Wolf. Nolan Traore. That's an AJ Johnson on the 80s card. You know what? I almost thought that was a rookie. 8-bit baller Scoot. Okay. Young Hansen. Jeremiah Fears. Nuggets. Giannis. Got a Generation Now, Noah Senge. Trey Johnson. Carter Bryant. Ben Surratt. Got a Power Players Cooper. And another Power Players Cooper right behind it. I'll take it, man. It's got stuck together when they packaged them. I don't know. But I'll definitely take it. So there's Elijah Martin. That's a common Malawak on the... So that's like a holo foil, maybe glitter type of card. 8-bit ballers of T-Mac. All right, got a Cooper base. Derek Queen, got to keep the Coopers coming in to make up for this wipeout on Wemby. Nick Clifford. 8-bit baller Scoot. There's a Generation Now Hugo Gonzalez. Mike P. Okay, SGA. That's also Yadaro on the 80s card. 8-bit ballers of LeBron. There's Steph. Okay. All right. Problem with this pack. Common Malawak. Concanipple. Got a Wemby. Oh. Got a black Cade Cunningham to 10. Nice. Black Cade Cunningham to 10. Nice. That's a really low numbered one. Cade's a pretty good player. Wow. Cat on the power players. So I wasn't expecting that. Probably one of the better things I may have gotten out of all the Topps flagship I've opened. I think. Wow. Cade Cunningham out of 10. Crazy. Not sure what that is. It's a black foil card. Okay, Walter Clayton. Sheer Fleming. Generation Now, Walter Clayton. Oops. Just destroyed that card. Ace of Newell. What are the rookies? Senge, Generation Now. 8-Bit Ballers, VJ Edgecombe. Holy cow. Alright. Johnny Broom. Colin Murray Boyles. That is an SGA holofoil. Nice. Got a Clutch City prospect of Cooper. Olivia Maxence Prosper on the 80s card. Wrong Maverick. Generation Now, Will Riley. 8-Bit Ballers, Jimmy Buckets. There's Joker. Okay. Conan Niederheiser. Maxime Reynaud. As a Generation Now, Carter Bryant. Bucks team card, and that's it. Igor Yemen. What is this here? It's probably maybe just an insert. I'll flip it last just in case. Kevin Durant, Power Players. Is this thing anything special? Just a flip card, I bet. 8-Bit Ballers hollow version of Larry Bird. Okay, Ace Bailey. Zion James. Jameer Watkins. It's just the Wolves team card. It's a Manu Ginobili. It's that hollow foil sort of glittery version there. 8-Bit Ballers, Ray Allen. That's Kawhi. Coming towards the end of the box, I do have the sort of the supplemental packs I added to. Will Riley rookie. Joan Behringer. There's VJ. Cade. Generation Now, Will Riley. Kevin Durant. Cedric Coward. Jace Richardson. Adu Thero. There's LeBron. Anunoby on the 80s throwback card. 8-Bit Ballers, Paolo Banchero. Okay, Kobe Brea. There's Drake Powell after all the legends again. George Gervin in particular. 8-Bit Ballers T-Mac. Power player Scotty Barnes. Brunson. Thomas Sorber. There's Dylan Harper. Okay. Spurs team card. Generation Now, Cooper Flag. All right. McNeely rookie. Chaz Lanier. Eight-Bit Ballers KG. Thompson. All right, coming down the stretch here. Generation Now, Colin Murray Boyles, followed by Generation Now, Noah Senge. Ace Bailey rookie. Yes. Zion James. Spurs team card. You can already see a power players coming. That's Iguodaro on the 80s throwback. And it's Cooper. Nice. Jameer Watkins. Desmond Bain. Gold, number to 25. All right, pulled another number. 8-Bit Ballers T-Mac. Noah Penda. Brooks Barnheiser. AI. Just put it around the side. Generation Now, Will Riley. There's Yakishonis rookie and Kalkbrenner. Colin Murray Boyles and the power players. 8-Bit Ballers, Paolo Banchero. And there's a Cooper base. Derek Queen. Neat Clifford. And Micah Peavy. A string of rookies at the end there. Warriors team card. That is a George Gervin holofoil. Power players, Cat. McNeely rookie. Chaz Lanier. Marshall Bird. Just make sure I was in the right direction here. There's a Devin Vassell. 80s card. David Ballers Manu. Generation Now, Walter Clayton. Johnny Broom. And Colin Murray Boyles. Coming up on the last couple packs here. So, finish strong. Hopefully. Blinking out on Wemby, so kind of need to. Wemby rookies. All these team cards. Ant-Man. 8-Bit Ballers VJ. Card of the Jazz. Thunder. We got a hollow version of the Clutch City Prospects Common Malawak. So Clutch City Prospects Dylan Harper again. Conan Niederheiser, Maxine Renaud. This is down to the last pack now. That is a Josh Giddey. It's that Huddle Foil. 8-Bit Baller Scoot. Igor Yemen. Oops. And that's how we end it there. So, going back over. Last time I did this, I didn't really do much of a review. The whole gist of this was trying to get Wemby rookies and Cooper rookies. And sadly, on the 24 Winter 10 side, I got blanked out on Wemby rookies. Did manage to pull some of the other guys. Got Brandon Miller, Keontae George, Amon Thompson. Just a mix of those guys. Plenty of Amon Thompson, but I didn't touch a single Wemby. Not even a Winter Wemby. That's crazy. So, needless to say, these aren't really recommended. I wish I knew more about them before I got them, but really low ceiling on those. So, if you're looking for Wemby rookies, those aren't the way to go. Don't want to go through all of these, but Topps had to make up for this with the Cooper pulls here. So, I did manage to get quite a few Coopers. Got the inserts, got bases, and got their inserts generally, the power player ones. But got 2, 4, 7 Cooper cards, and did manage to pull some numbers. Got a gold Desmond Bain to 2025, and last but not least, a little bit of icing on the cake. Got a black, looks like a black hollow foil of Cade Cunningham, numbered to 10. So, a nice little card. Cade's a good player. But that was interesting. A little bit hard for me to gauge this, but because I pulled, the whole gist of it was the Winter Wemby hunt, and I pulled no Wembys. So, the reason why I threw Cooper on top of it, because I know the ceiling on these was so low that I had to try to make up some for it somehow, But don't go out and spend $13, $14 a tin on these if they're still available out there, which they might not be. This hunt score is going to have to be a 3 out of 5 because we're missing the Wemby. But don't get me wrong, these are nice little consolation prizes here. But my hunt score is just my own rating for this particular rip. Everyone will have their own luck and experience. I shall be back with another rip, so comment, subscribe if you can. Thank you for watching. Good luck with your rips and happy hunting.